Last year I got a call from the Fox News Network and they wanted me to appear opposite Erwin Hyman on a school spanking issue. Now here's the drive: eliminate spanking in the public schools and you'll eliminate violence in the public schools.
Gentlemen, I wanted to share some statistics with you right off the bat to show that the number of kids being paddled in the schools has dropped significantly over the last 20 years.
Now, I already had these figures, but Paul Lazan did my homework for me and put it right up on the screen. The 1979-1980 school year, 1.4 million children in the public school system in the United States were spanked for defiant misbehavior. The 97-98 school year, only 365,000 children were spanked for any type of misbehavior in the public school system. That is a drastic decrease. All right? So, during the last 20 years, we have reduced spanking in the public school system. And that is the point that I wanted to make on this show. Now, mind you, this is Erwin. This is the interrupter.
Ms. Zahn,
in the city that I'm in charge of the juvenile crime unit. In my city, we haven't had spanking in the public school system in my city for 20 years. But the assaults of teachers by students has increased by 470%.
That's probably grossly incorrect.
You know,
because we weren't keeping data. We weren't keeping data until 1979.
You know, one of the things that I was spanked for when I was a child was for interrupting someone when they were talking. I knew he was going to do it. Well, you know, these people have convinced so many professionals. They've convinced the psychology world. They've convinced the school system, because the school system, they're implementing all kinds of anti-spanking policies, even though they're allowed to under law. They've convinced Hollywood. They've convinced almost everybody, except the kids. Because look what's happening in our public school system. It's January 9th, 2000. Teachers say assaults by students increasing. Cleveland teachers took it on the chin last semester, reporting that students assaulted them more often in just 4 months than in all of the last academic year. The hitting, kicking, biting, and shoving, a total of 60 claimed assaults at 24 schools, left bruised chins and shins, a chipped tooth, a pinched nerve, and disturbed the peace of many minds. You know, this isn't disturbing the minds of the anti-spanking movement, and I wonder why. Look at this. The number of assault cases continues to be alarming, said Larry Samuel, a lawyer for the United Teachers of New Orleans. Samuel said assaults on teachers in his union have doubled since 1992. So, is their theory working? Not a bit. And you know, just 2 weeks ago there was a story on the news, and man, when I saw the preview of this, I grabbed a videotape and I got it.
Well, some teachers are getting tough on some temperamental tykes, but these kindergartners are doing a lot more than just acting up in class. They are downright rotten. Fox's Heather Knott tells us why so many 5-year-olds now are being suspended.
Spitting and hitting their teachers, stabbing their classmates, even punching a pregnant teacher in the stomach. These are just some examples of offenses committed by the youngest students in America's schools, kindergartners. That has led to the suspension of 33 kindergartners this school year.
Suspension is an immediate expedient to solve a serious problem.
Philadelphia is not alone. School officials say kids are getting more and more violent at younger and younger ages. Suspensions are on the rise. More than 500 kindergartners in Minneapolis suspended in the past 2 years. In Massachusetts, the percentage of young kids suspended doubled in the past 5.
Officials at the U.S. Department of Education say they're seeing a lot more young students suspended a lot more often. In New York, Heather Nauert, Fox News. Need some discipline for those children. Thank you, Heather, for that report.
Seeing a lot more children suspended a lot more often. What's happening? We've almost eliminated spanking in a public school system. These people ignoring the facts? What's their agenda?
The statement by Mr. Surgeon that kids have gotten worse is actually incorrect. Kids have gotten better. Violence has gotten less over the years.
Michael Back said to me yesterday, "Was this guy Baghdad Bob?"